was our first time meeting in the finals in 21 years. So I would think it would be a little different. We know the history. Of course, we played against each other before. Anybody that's facing me when it's final time, I don't want to go out. I want to talk before the game. You know what I mean? It's the NBA Finals. You know what I'm saying? But those guys met 4 times in the final, so I guess it would be obvious that they felt a certain way, about each other.
What do you expect from Garnett in this series? He scored a lot 2 rounds ago. He didn't really score at all in the last round. Do you expect him to be aggressive?
I expect him to play at a high level.
Just in both their ends of the floor. And
I expect him to play at a high level.
With it being such a rivalry, what's it like to walk out on the opposing floor in Boston?
Say it again?
With there being such a rivalry between the two teams, what's it like to walk out on the opposing floor for you in front of all the Boston fans? Is it a tough environment?
It was incredible. They're knowledgeable about the game, which makes it fun.
How's the crowd?
Crowd's rowdy. Everywhere we go, crowd's rowdy.
Yeah. But does that get in your head at all? Especially when you're in Boston?
No. I mean, you kind of get used to it, like after 10 years of playing basketball.
Right.
You know what I mean? Playing basketball your whole life. I've played in some tough atmospheres, especially growing up.
Because
You're in the playground, playing in the street, you're playing one neighborhood against another, or you're playing the Brooklyn tournament. I'm a kid from Queens. You go to a Brooklyn neighborhood, and the referees are like, jerking you, and it's crazy. And it's really intense. In the NBA, everything's going to be all right.
Because of the history, does that make it? I know you care about this finals. You don't care about what's happened in the past, but because of the history, does that make it a bit more special? You're playing these 2 storied franchises playing each other again.
Oh, definitely. Definitely adds to it. Adds to the story that's being told. That's about to unravel. 2 great organizations, 2 great traditions. Been around forever. Played for championships. Incredible experience just to be involved in.
By the way, it was 3 rather than 4. And I was sort of annoyed you looked at me to find out how many times they played in the 80s. It was a personal thing.
I was just asking.
It was 3 times, yeah. 3 and 4 years.
That's right, 3 and 4 years, that's what it was.
Lamar, you hear an awful lot about the mind games that Phil plays with opponents and also guys on his own team. How much of that is true and how much of that is exaggerated?
His approach is different as far as motivating, as far as how he speaks on another team. Phil could be quiet, outspoken. His approach is definitely different when it comes to dealing with his players and players or coaches from another team.
Is it very effective for you personally?
It has been. I've learned a lot. I've learned how to stay poised. I've learned how to meditate, which helps me, even off the court.
when this playoff started, who would you have thought you'd be facing if you made the finals?
Boston
Celtics.
Celtics.
You thought they could win the East even with their record?
The record doesn't matter when you make the playoffs. We talk about experience. 7-game series. If I'm watching basketball, I'm a basketball fan, like I am. 7-game series. I don't know how could you not take the Celtics.
And playing against the Celtics, is that an extra motivation for you?
Always. It always adds to the fun. Always adds to the game. Everybody is at home watching. The Lakers versus Celtics. A great atmosphere to play basketball.
Lamar, people say that this is the fun time of the year. I mean, it's fun for the fans. It's fun for those of us that analyze it. Is there time for you guys to have fun, or are the stakes too high?
No, basketball is always fun. At the end of the day, you compete hard. The games are hard. It's going to be achy, but the game itself is a game.
Even with the pressure, even with the
Yeah,
the
still a
second
game.
guessing.
Yeah, still a game at the end of the day. Has to be. This is what I would be doing for nothing.
Do you ever have to remind yourself, or maybe not yourself since you think this, but do you ever have to
Yeah.
remind teammates or your coaches that it's still a game?
I don't think so. I think we all, at the end of the day, know that and feel that's what makes it so much fun. That's what makes winning so much fun, right? Competing. So, losing hurts. Checkers, chess, baseball, handball, badminton. It's all a game.
What do you think it says about the fact? I mean, you guys and Boston were kind of ending the regular season not on the best note, but you guys have had the best postseason. I mean, what does it say about just how teams should take that approach heading into the postseason?
Say it again.
I was mentioning how you guys in Boston ended the regular season not on the best note, but you guys wound up on top. I mean, what do you kind of take away from that?
From
As
that
far
game?
as just like the unpredictability of just how the course of events go in the regular season.
Well, it's 82 games.
Right.
It's gonna be up and down, up and down. Baseball's 162 games, right? 160 games.
Yeah.
Best hitter in the world is gonna go through a slump. Basketball, you got guys, they go through part of the season when they're off and they're on, and so on and so on. And teams go up and down. But the cream rises to the top, and it's a long season. You're preparing yourself throughout the season, through your ups and downs, for moments like these. We're here. It's time to seize the moment.